Wagwan viewers and subs, welcome back to class. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I'm going to show you the very foundation of blending. Let's get started. All right, guys, I'm gonna get straight to the point. Now, when blending is gotta be the most difficult part of painting. If you're just spraying the whole car, you don't have to blend anything, which means you're not worried about modeling, you're not worried about the color not matching because you're spraying the whole thing, right? Now, why would you even blend? I'm gonna show you right now, right? So, depending on where you have your damage on a panel, that will determine which panel you need to blend. Blending doesn't mean I'm going to repair the adjacent panel. It means I'm going to put paint on that panel, creating an illusion, right? To make it seem that the color on this panel or this panel is the same as the one on this panel. Let's look at this damage, for example. This damage is so close to this panel. By the way, for each color, there's always more than one variant of that color, meaning a different shade of the same color. So the color could be too light, it could be too dark, it could have too much metallic flakes. The metallic flakes could be bigger, could be finer. So you don't know, and whatever color you choose, probably not gonna match. So that is why we have to blend. So here with this damage, it's too close to this panel, which means we will need a blend. We would have to blend this panel to make sure that the color matches and it doesn't look ugly. Now, if the damage is in this area, right? Say it's a small chip, right? The size of this. When you're done with your repair, it's probably gonna be about that big. So you still have all that room to play with, which means you don't necessarily need a blend. Now, if you want to go ahead and blend anyway, that's up to you. But with this damage, generally you do not need a blend. Same thing over here. Too close to this panel, which means I don't have enough room to paint this damaged area without my color being off here. I have to blend this panel to make sure that the color matches. Now, I'm doing this video because this is something important for all painters to know. Not just painters, but the customers, especially the advisors. So here at the dealership, we have advisors who brings us the work, and then they will come to us and ask us, hey, what do I need to do? Most of them don't have a clue of when they would need to ask for a blend or when they don't. So they always ask us. So if you know somebody that's an advisor or generally giving you work, this is a great video and it will definitely help them. The bumper is plastic versus metal, right? It's always gonna look darker or it's gonna look lighter. There's just no way around it unless you're painting the whole thing. Even when you do that, you can still notice a slight difference because plastic and metal reflects light differently. So most times when you get a new bumper or your damage is over here, you will not get a blend here. Now, once again, if you want to go ahead and blend that panel, that's up to you. Now, another thing to keep in mind, not all colors require a blend. For example, black generally doesn't require you to blend because black is just black, right? But there can be a trick to that because the newer colors, such as an Acura color NH893P, that color has a lot of pearl in it, right? Which means that it's very easy to have that shade looking completely different from the rest of the car, and we've seen it happen. With a solid black, you're good all day. Even the older Acura color NH731P, you generally don't need a blend at all. That color matches every time. But the new one, you need a blend. I will do my best to make another video on understanding different colors, because even with my 4 years of experience, I encounter different problems with different colors. And if you don't know what you're doing or you have no experience at all, it can be extremely frustrating and difficult for you to figure it out. I have a video coming up for the next 2 days or so, or even sooner, on blending. This panel, you see I have a little bit of room over here to blend, but at the end I have a whole lot of room up here, right? And that will be it for today's video, guys. Short and sweet. I hope that this shed a lot of light on some of your questions, and I hope that you will leave a like, subscribe, and a comment to let me know how this video helped you, or what is your experience in these situations. So until next time, guys, class dismissed.